Hi, this is Valerie Guillaume, and I am coming to you once again, exposing more corruption and human rights abuse that's going on in Canada. This is probably going to be one of the most important videos that I've ever made since I've been posting online, whether through my previous blog, Canada Human Rights Abuse Exposed, or other platforms such as YouTube and things like that. But this video is very, very important to let the world know what is actually happening in Canada and how corrupt that government is. And I'm actually making this video because it's directly related to my situation as well. So I've made a few videos previously, and you can go and check those ones out because they expose some corruption that's going on against me. But in this video, I want to call names of the persons involved in these things, and I want to just go into some more details about the situation. So it's an unbelievable situation, okay? These people think that they have won against me because what Canada has been doing for so long is to abuse the rights of certain people in this country. Whether it's the indigenous children in those residential schools, which I found out in my research that it was not able to be prosecuted in the ICC because you need to understand that Canada's influence is far-reaching. I was thinking about it last night, and I compare it to a murderer who attends the funeral of its victim, its murdered victim. So he's in plain sight, but nobody knows that he's the killer of that deceased person. This is how Canada is operating on the world stage. It carries out gross human rights abuse that includes death, torture, crimes against humanity, and these are some of the things that they're carrying out against me presently. But what they failed to understand was how much I was ahead of them as far as what I can do about it. If I did not know what to do about it, I would have been completely overwhelmed. They would have defeated me, and my life would have been completely destroyed. So in my last video, I mentioned that there are two courses of actions that I'm going to be taking against those involved. I'm going to prosecute them in the ICC, which I'm working on right now. And I'm also going to file a civil claim against Canada directly, because it's the primary agent in this suffering that I'm going through. And also the agents, government employees and actors who worked along with this government to try to destroy my life, okay? So my focus in this video is on those that I will be taking before the ICC, International Criminal Court, under the Rome Statute, for committing crimes against humanity, torture, and some of the other crimes under Article 7 of the Rome Statute of the ICC, that international court. And before you dismiss me as someone who don't know what she's talking about or don't know how to go about doing it, I suggest you rethink about that, okay? I do know what I'm doing, and it's my only option at this point. I am so looking forward to really getting into it as far as the prosecuting these people. So first, I have to send my complaint into the office of the Chief Prosecutor, Karim Khan. He's the Chief Prosecutor with the ICC, and then he has to, do his own investigation, and then I will know where this is going. But I believe I have strong enough evidence against the people, the perpetrators, and against this government. Because right now, let me tell you my situation right now. This very same government, on the local level, so on the municipal level, the municipal region of Peel forced me out of the homeless shelter. It is not supposed to do that. And not only that, want to have me relocated out of Peel because it wanted to deny me services. Can you imagine, under the Human Rights Code, dictating to someone where they should or should live, and if they want to live in that particular region, you're not going to deny them services, which is a violation of their human rights against such discrimination in goods and services, discrimination. You need to understand something. The people who are doing this to me are a bunch of white racist individuals. They control the region of Peel. They are in executive positions. They run this corporation called the Regional Municipality of Peel. It's a money machine, okay? And they give out contracts to whichever NGO they want to. In this case, it's the Salvation Army, which is just as equally corrupt as these people, okay? So let me go ahead and tell you how influential the Canadian government is as far as blocking its actions. One of the research that I was looking into was how the indigenous people had brought Canada before the ICC for, it was in the news a few years ago about those residential children in the residential school, and they found those graves, and so they were taking Canada before the ICC, where they should have prosecuted this government for genocide and things like that, instead of just crimes against humanity. What's interesting about this situation is that the ICC refused to hear the case based on, in their opinion, it was initiated, the events took place before the International Criminal Court came into power. So before it was established under international human rights laws, these events happened with regards to Canada's committing crimes against humanity and stuff like that.